Hey guys.
Hey, Charlie.
So our problem here is this lally column, which was buried in a wall before, and this new space is going to be our kitchen and dining room, completely open, no walls. We have to take this lally column out.
And this lally column is doing a lot. It's actually carrying the load of the roof along with that beam up there. And because of that new design, the architect has engineered a new beam that is much larger to go in its place. That will go the whole length here. That's like 46 feet, if I'm right. Yeah. So the issue is get this out so we can install a new ridge beam. To take the load off the column and keep the roof up, we need to build temporary walls on either side of the ridge beam first. Then we can cut the column and the ridge beam out. We put a temporary plate on the ground, a double plate under the rafters, and we space double studs, carry-in studs, about 4 feet apart. We take a measurement from the double plate down to the shoe, and we add about 3/4 of an inch of that length. So when we put these in, they'll go in tight. And we pull them in, bow them in, till they go up plumb. When they come in, they actually pick the roof up at the same time. When we put the second one into it, we now create a post that's stronger than a single 2x6. Okay, now let's take out the lally column.
All right, let's put a score around this column.
Yeah. Now this is just a steel pipe that's filled with concrete. We're just using a metal cutting tube cutter or pipe cutter. Right, gradually go in, and all of a sudden that should snap, and then it'll just pop it off of the concrete.
Yep, there it goes.
That's it.
Sent Greg and Matt up on the roof to start cutting back the roof shingles above the ridge here.
Okay.
They're gonna take off a couple of boards.
Yeah, all right, so I put a mark around the beam right here. I want to keep it away from this wall first to see if we get this section down and then take a look and see what we've got. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make another cut further away so when this comes down, it won't get hung up on itself.
All set.
All right. Here it comes.
Here we go. All right.
Okay.
1 second.
All right, that is one solid beam.
Sure is. Looks like we only have about, what, 38 more feet to go?
Yeah, well, it shouldn't take too long.
The second half of that original ridge beam is now out, so there is a clear opening running the full length of this original building. So 46 feet from that brick wall to this brick wall. And Charlie, did you order that?
I did.
See right there. So now that this is out, or the old one's out, what's the process for getting the new one in?
Well, the old ridge beam, as you can see, went underneath all the rafters.
Yeah.
And the rafters just met and came together with a small collar tie. What we need to do, because the height of the new ridge beam, because it's carrying a lot more weight, it has to be bigger and thicker.
So that means you're going to go up into the rafters and connect them
Up
to it as
into the
opposed to have
rafters.
them lay on
It's
it?
going to go actually above the roof system. And the good thing is that we have an insulation system that's going to cover the part that's going up in the roof. And we want the bottom right here resting on the brick.
Yeah, I mean, typically you try to put a beam in from down below, but almost 46 feet and 3 of them, about 460 pounds each.
We're going to actually drop it in from the top because you can't get 46 feet in here. And number two, it's very heavy.
Yeah.
And to split the load in thirds, we're going to do it in 3 separate pieces.
So one end rests on that brick wall, the other one I presume is right there, so you got a little nub that's got to come out?
Yeah, we got to cut this out.
There it is.
There's that piece out.
So how do you feel about that pocket, Charlie? Good enough for the new beam?
I love the pocket, but we have a lally column with a plate on it.
Oh, first time seeing that?
It is. Now I have no worries at all.
Oh, good. All right. Belts and suspenders.
Nice.
knee. Keep coming. Perfect, perfect.
And now you see right here what we have to do is, you see this line right there, top line? The top line. We have to pull these rafters up to meet that line. When we do that, we can screw that.
One at a time.
One at a time.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.